Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to a special episode of Q Reviews / Rashad Reviews. We got a spoiler review. We're going to be talking about one of the most highly anticipated movies of the year, X-Men Dark Phoenix. And guess what? We gonna spoil the shit out of you. Finally hooked up with the super collabo from Rashad G Reviews, and we here to talk X-Men Dark Phoenix spoiler. X, is that X? How you feeling today, guy?
Yo, what's good, my dude? It's been a long time in the making, man. Finally got to collab with you. We've been talking about doing this for a minute. So, Hey, man, let's do the damn thing, man. I'm ready.
All right, man. So, yep, we going over X-Men Dark Phoenix, and we gonna spoil the shit out of it. So you ain't seen this movie, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck you doing here? Go, you know what I'm saying, go see the movie first. If you don't give a fuck about spoilers, yo, we just gonna go in raw. So, first off, I'm gonna give it the mic to you, dog. What did you think? I seen your non-spoiler review of X-Men Dark Phoenix. What's your overall thoughts of this last 20th Century Fox X-Men movie?
Well, I fall into the minority, man, because walking in, I really wanted to hate on this film. You know what I'm saying? I read all the, the little articles. I heard the little whispers, like this movie's not all that. It's terrible. It's horrible. I just heard so much bad shit about it. So I said, you know what? I want to have my own rant where I could just go off on camera, you know what I'm saying, make it entertaining. And like, I was so looking forward to shitting on this movie. And the more I watched, I was like, damn, I'm liking this better than I'm supposed to.
Right.
But I fall into the minority because people even commented on my video like, bro, I have to disagree, man. This movie was shit. And I get that. But me personally, I somewhat enjoyed it. Not a really good movie, but not as terrible as people say it is, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think you're right, man. To me, I thought it was bad for X-Men movie, but Apocalypse was pretty trash itself. Now, this one, I just think it's just a bad X-Men movie because, yo, straight off the back, let's get this spoiler out of the way. You know, Jean Grey becomes Phoenix right away, comes back to Earth, and she kills Mystique right off the back. And I thought her death was, a little lackluster to be Mystique. I wanted her to destroy that bitch and, you know what I'm saying, and turn her to a million particles, you know what I'm saying. But overall, this movie is not the worst comic book movie, not even of this year. That still belongs to Hellboy, in my opinion. This one was it was all right though. It was bad, but it wasn't the most trash shit I have ever seen in my life. I think that third act on the train with Magneto crushing trains and fucking people up, that up close battle. I think Magneto actually saved this movie a lot. I think his powers and the acting caliber of Michael Fassbender helped this movie tremendously. I just think overall this dialogue is trash. Like they were saying I think one time Phoenix, the bitch even said like, I feel bad. I was like, whoa. Yeah, ooh, that's trash, son. You know what I'm saying? Like some of that dialogue just got me out of the movie. It didn't really feel like a team up movie though. Like, I mean, they were using their powers. Remember at the end of the third act, they was using their powers like the X-Men should use all together. Like that's dope, but they never felt like a family to me, like X-Men 2. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, your audio kind of went out.
Oh, did it go out? Hello?
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back. Yeah, it kind of went out for a second, but it's back.
Oh, okay. Yo, cool.
All right. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that third act, that train scene definitely saved the movie. Like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like that train scene was crazy, man. Like like you said, they all used their powers and shit. And I don't know, man. Like to me, this was like HBO matinee worthy. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing that. I'm gonna be like, rush out and go see. But if it's on TV or whatever, yeah, I mean, check it out, man. It's one of those movies where don't take it too seriously. Just kind of have fun with it. Yeah, bad dialogue, bad, I mean, so even some of the acting was suspect, some of the CG was suspect, and even like the scenes in the dark, there were times where it was a little bit too dark, where I couldn't make out what was going on, like the Battle of Winterfell, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I mean, I had a decent time with it. All right, so, yeah, Mystique, listen, I know you didn't too much care for her death. It was probably, like, not too poetic, but look, I'm just glad the bitch is dead. I couldn't stand Mystique in Apocalypse. I didn't like her in this one. They even threw some SJW in there. when she was sitting down with Charles and she was like, you know, the women are always saving the men, so we should call this the X-Women. Fuck out of here with that, man. Nah, I'm glad she's gone. And yo, okay, how the hell did Mystique become the leader of the X-Men?
I don't know.
How, Sway? How?
Because
right.
Jennifer Lawrence was the star power, and they decided we should make her the leader of the X-Men before 20th Century Fox bought it out by Disney. And was it me, or did they make Jennifer Lawrence Mystique character a huge cunt bitch? I hate to use that. Like, then why is she so mean and bitchy and shit? I mean, like, she was like mean to everybody. X-Men, Professor Xavier, everybody. I didn't like her character, so when she died, I was like, fuck out of here. I felt the same way. They were crying and shit, but I didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, her death was supposed to mean something, and I guess we were supposed to feel something, but because, like you said, she was just a bitch from the beginning. Yeah. I was like, listen, I almost applauded. I was like, you know, when she died, I want to one of these numbers, but then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I damn near applauded. Yeah, to me, she was the villain in this movie, not Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, she was more the villain than the weird alien Jessica Chastain bitches was. Mystique was the villain and shit. I'm like, damn, I was like glad she was out of here. And it really looked like Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to be there. Like, hurry up, shoot my scenes, get me the fuck out of here. I got more important shit to do. That's what it felt like she was doing to me. And not to hold anything against any of the actors in the movie, because I thought they all did good for what they was given. You know what I'm saying? I just thought the dialogue was bad. And what's the director of this movie? Simon Kinberg, I think. It was his first time directing a movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think we got this direction. It felt like older comic book movie, maybe from like the early 2000s. Not as bad as a Ghost Rider, but on that same type of level with these, you know what I'm saying, simple plot. Devices to me.
Well, okay, what did you think about Sophie Turner's, that's her name, right? Sansa? Sophie Turner, right? That's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? Sophie Turner.
As the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, as the Dark Phoenix. I didn't mind her too much. I didn't think she had a lot to, like, acting-wise, I guess she had to do a lot of emotions. I didn't hate her, you know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't really emotionally involved with the plot that they were trying to portray. Like, she killed her mother at the beginning of the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Flipped her over in the car, and her mom died. And then after that, she ain't really even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They just cut, you know what I'm saying, to like Professor Xavier, but she ain't really never say shit about her mother after that. And then all of a sudden she had these, visions. She wanted to see her dead. And acting wise though, I thought she was all right. You know what I'm saying? Nothing spectacular that, I remember her. You know what I'm saying? It's just, she's forgettable, unfortunately.
I mean, well, I tell you what, I think she did better than the original Dark Phoenix. And I think it's a little bit more comic book accurate, because in X-Men Last Stand, she always had those powers, but it was just dormant. You know what I'm saying? Where in this one, it stayed true to the source material, the way she got it from a solar flare. So I did like how they did that compared to Last Stand. And even I thought her portrayal was better than the original Dark Phoenix. Like, she seemed really conflicted between, with these new powers of hers, than what was going on with, with Scott and all that, you know what I mean? So, I thought she did good. Yeah. And she didn't look too bad either.
No, I agree with you. Like I said, maybe the writing of the Phoenix herself, because I think she's a good actress. I think she's great as, Sansa on Game of Thrones. But I still seen Sansa, unfortunately. But I seen the Phoenix. She looks like the Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, with her eyes and everything like that. I just think, like, what she had to do, I don't think they went full Phoenix with her. I call this more like Phoenix Light, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, in the comics, the Phoenix has the power to destroy planets, and I didn't quite get that epic feel of the power of the Phoenix. I think some of the special effects were great, like with the power effects going into her and things like that, but I wanted her to, you know what I'm saying, I wanted her to be the villain, really. I wanted her to be the villain from the start to the end of the movie, and then she has her resolve, instead of her just like, she was always conflicted, even with the aliens and her power. I didn't like that. I wanted her to go full Phoenix, but then maybe that's just me, I'm evil or some shit.
No, I agree, man. And I don't know if it was you or if I heard it from Double Toasted, but somebody was saying that this story should have been divided into 2 movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And and I agree with that, because even with the cartoon, it was like a 5 or 6 part series to do the whole Dark Phoenix saga, and in the comics, I forgot how long it took, but yeah, for them to condense that whole saga into 1 movie, I think it really did a disservice. And I'm not gonna really defend this movie. Like I can't say no, you're wrong. This movie was really just my personal taste, just me as a moviegoer. I thought it was okay, but yes, this movie's plagued with problems, man. And dialogue, it was definitely rushed. You know what I'm saying? But man, it was alright though.
Yeah. I just think in that first action scene in the street with Jean Grey and the rest of the X-Men, I just thought that one's a little weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that could have been better. I mean, this is the last X-Men you doing. I mean, this shit got to be kind of ramped up a little bit. Even the fight with Magneto and what what I'm saying, the dude with the hair weave and all the, I'm saying, he had the power of the weave. He had the power of the weave. He was doing this shit, son. He was bobbing and weaving with the hair. I thought that was cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that action scene was still a little lackluster. Then they took so much time. It was boring as hell, just sitting, seeing Jean Grey sit down, talk to people. Oh shit, she talked to people. I'm powerful. Oh shit, and then she fly away and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought it's weird, and I get where you're coming from. You're not trying to defend this movie, saying it's the best of all time or whatever. And I agree too. It's definitely not. Right. I'm just a little disappointed in how this whole X-Men universe has shaped out, because you got the fire actors. You got Michael Fassbender, who is fire as Magneto. I think he almost saved this movie his damn self. Magneto was just dope. I mean, you got James McAvoy as Professor Xavier. Fire actors. You got Sansa for Game of Thrones. And what Simon Kinberg did, his first time directing, he maybe shouldn't have been directing this movie. They should have had a better director to bring this story to a more epic conclusion. And I agree with you. And maybe it should have been 2 movies. And I only think you don't get that because of the Fox-Disney merger. Like, Fox, y'all got to get them all the fuck out of here. Because even that ending felt like Rush. You know what I'm saying? Like them playing chess and shit like that. This whole thing felt rushed, and you never had nothing to latch on to. And where the fuck was the energy at in this movie? This movie was just lacking great energy. It's still to that third act when I got a little spark in my seat, like, oh shit, okay, now it's going down a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they added that last train scene, because the movie definitely had a gloomy kind of feel to it. It was dark visually and dark, just overall. So yeah, I think whoever was over that movie was like, yeah, let's add an action scene here so this movie doesn't look too melancholy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I agree with that. This movie was definitely dark. In my video, I did say this was kind of like the Logan of the X-Men movies, and I don't want that to get blown out of context. What I meant was that just the look of the film is just really dark. You know what I'm saying? It's dark. It's a smaller scale X-Men movie, but for Dark Phoenix, that's the wrong tone to take for it. I agree with that, because Dark Phoenix is like a big fucking spectacle. And to go the Logan route with this, I thought was a mistake. But with that being said, I'm just glad it's over, because the 20th Century Fox X-Men movies have been hit and miss. You know what I mean? Right. That first one was fire when it first came out in 2000, because it's like, damn, we get to see the X-Men on the big screen. And then 2 was like, just took it to a whole nother level. Yeah. Then 3, I was like, what the fuck happened? Then you had the Wolverine movies, and I thought First Class was ill. Yeah, Future Past, I thought was ill. Yeah. But then you have duds like Apocalypse and the Wolverine X-Men Origins. You know what I'm saying? They're hit and miss. I'm just glad it's over. The MCU got him now. Start from the ground up. Start from scratch. Destroy this world to build up a new world. Yeah. Born out of blood. They'll never know. Because you won't be alive to tell them.
Yeah. It felt like they just wanted to. It felt like they just wanted to end it. You know what I'm saying? They just wanted to be over with this. Maybe that, and they didn't quite know. You know what I'm saying, what to do with this character. Maybe it should have been 2 movies. I agree with you. I'm glad it's ended. I mean, as for an X-Men fan, as a film, I'm a little disappointed with this film. Just shit that didn't make any sense. Quicksilver just disappeared completely from the movie. Yeah. He had that one scene when he ran up and got handled, and then you never seen him. Like she blew him, you know what I'm saying, to the side, and you ain't see him to the very end of the movie, or was he in that train? I don't even remember.
No, he was gone to the end, and I really didn't notice that until you brought it up, because I guess he was really a non-factor in the movie when he was gone. I didn't miss him.
Yeah, nobody missed him. That's what I'm saying. Like, even the X-Men, the rest of the X-Men seemed missing. Like, Nightcrawler and Scott, and even, like, Beast had a little story arc, but they didn't really feel like a team. They just felt like X-Men on a screen doing stuff. Storm was weak. You know what I'm saying? Storm didn't really have that quite X-Men power. You know what got more energy to me than this movie? The X-Men 90s cartoon theme. Yeah, when you see that shit, son, you like, oh shit, it's popping off. But I will give him that third act. Yeah, it's about to get real. I will give him respect in that third act. It felt like X-Men a little bit, but the rest of the movie just was a little dragging. And then, yo, you gotta talk about our favorite scene, son.
Oh, well, listen. Okay, first of all, we gotta go to your favorite part, the one that you brought to my attention. I didn't laugh at it until you brought it up, and I feel like I'm going to hell because I laughed at it. Charles Xavier up from the wheelchair, dude. Okay, you gotta explain that shit, man.
Oh yeah. Charles Xavier popped up from his wheelchair. Dark Phoenix. What did he say? What was the line? He said, "You know I can't walk, Gene." Gene was like, "Shit." Motherfucker Charles Xavier, cripple ass, got up out the wheelchair and was doing the Thriller, son. He was doing the Thriller. Fucking noodle legs. Noodle legs was moving. They was dragging on the wall. Like, yo, I don't think this shit's supposed to be funny, but it's the funniest shit I seen in the theater all year. I was laughing out loud. People around me was like this motherfucker crazy. But yo, that shit was so fucking funny. I don't know why. He looked so stupid with his noodle legs like a fish flopping all the way up this cathedral staircase. I'm like, are y'all serious? Y'all really doing that? But hey, they did it.
Man, look, we going to hell, man. Gasoline draws.
Hey, the movie did it. I didn't do it. You know, they had him walk up there with the noodle legs.
But yeah, definitely my favorite scene, hands down, was definitely the train scene.
Yeah.
The train scene. I guess even the ending, like you said, she didn't go full Phoenix, but you know when she had that face off with your girl, I forgot what her name was.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain, yeah, that little face off I thought was decent. I mean, but yeah, as far as like this doesn't have many memorable scenes, come to think about it. And I have to bring up the costumes too, the X costumes.
Oh man,
I thought were bland as shit. Like them shits was like great value compared to the other. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the other X-Men uniforms, like I'd rather the black shit that they had in the first couple of movies. You know, like I'm looking at this like, are they serious? Like that's the X-Men costumes now?
Oh yeah, that shit was real whack. I think Great Value even almost got the same logo as them costumes, boy. They look like Party USA knockoffs, son. Them bitches was they was whack. They didn't even have no zipper on them. They were just like all one suit, like a janitor outfit or something. I wasn't really rocking with their costume. That was a bad costume design in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Bro. Even cosplayers can make better shit than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have to bring this up also. This is another gripe that I had with the movie. I think I forgot to mention this in my review. This takes place in the 90s, right? Like 92.
Right.
The First Class took place in the 60s. It's 30 plus years. How the hell are these people like, what are they drinking? How the hell are they not aging? Charles and Eric look exactly the same as they did in First Class. And that was 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Continuity is straight up out the window with these X-Men movie timelines. They don't exist. You got Logan and another weird stuff. So now, you can't really like the continuity is all messed up in these X-Men movies. They don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's just over.
I'm like, shit, they couldn't give Magneto the silver hair like he had in the comic book, like do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least give him the silver hair by now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. His helmet looked on point though. Like when he grabbed the helmet, I was like, oh shit, it's time to go. Yeah. He had the dopest part when he brought in the train behind him in that building, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
He brought it up.
But I thought, well, that was a stupid move because I thought she was gonna kill him.
I thought he was dead.
Because you know he came up in there dolo. He came up in there dolo like, I've come to kill you. You know, you killed Raven. I'm like, dude, did you not see what she did earlier? You right up in there dolo like that? Yeah. And when I saw the helmet crushing, and I said, yep, she gonna kill Eric.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she did kill him because she broke the helmet and it stabbed into his chest. And then, like, the next scene, he was fine. I was like, did he just get his fucking helmet stabbed into his chest? Like metal, and he's just, like, breathing fine. I don't know.
Right, that's what I thought. I thought she killed him. I said, well, that's what your ass get. if you go up against somebody like that, you got to bring backup, bring Beast or whoever. You right up in there like you the big bad wolf, and he got dealt with.
He got dealt with, but he was fine the next scene. I guess he didn't do that much. I'm like, I don't know if that make any sense, but yeah.
Man. Yeah, like, dude, like we can go on and on about. I mean, cause this movie is plagued with problems. Yeah. I admit that, man. I think down the line, this would be one of those guilty pleasures where it's almost like it's so bad it's good type of deals. And I think that's kind of how I saw it. And like I said, I walked in with real low expectations. If I would have walked in there as like an X-Men fan, like, okay, I'm expecting a good X-Men movie, I would have been like Jeremy Johns and gave it a dog shit review. I mean, a dog shit rating. That's what he gave it.
I don't think it deserves that.
Like, I
don't think it deserves straight up dog shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that bad. It ain't worse than that fucking Hellboy. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible. Or Catwoman or some shit like that. It ain't on that level. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I mean, look, I'll be bold enough to say, you know, this comment I'm about to make, I can, if anybody's watching this video right now, I can see right now they're gonna be like, man, Rashad G, you don't know shit about movies, motherfucker. I can see that. But I enjoyed this more than Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Captain Marvel probably was the better overall movie, but look, Brie Larson is so wooden. I could watch
it,
over Captain Marvel any day.
Yeah, tell them how you feel, guy. You know what? I might have to agree with you on that one. I did not like Captain Marvel that much. I think I even gave it a nice review to be nice, but that shit wasn't that hype. So, and the special effects for Phoenix was better in this movie than Captain Marvel's. Ooh, and even the most problems that this movie has, Phoenix is a better character than Captain Marvel. You fuck it. Yeah. I said it. I said it. Yeah.
Dude, Brie Larson, I can't take away from her, man. I think Brie Larson, I guess, is a good actress, good enough to win an Oscar. But some actors and actresses are not meant to play superheroes, and I just don't think Brie Larson knows how to play a superhero. So, for example, okay, we talked about Sophie Turner's performance, how, to me, it was believable. I sympathized with the character. I felt for her character. She had flaws. She was vulnerable at times, and she was, like, you know, really powerful at times. She had layers to her character. Captain Marvel is just one note. That's it. Like, you never seen Captain Marvel really hurt. You never seen her, like, you know, emotional, where you feel bad for her. Like, there was no point in that movie where you felt like, damn, I want to see her get through this obstacle. Right. You know, whereas with Dark Phoenix, you want to see how she turned out. Like, you want to see her get over this shit and, you know, return back to normalcy somewhat. But with Captain Marvel, it's like she's just almighty and just like, you know, I mean, even her line deliveries. I'll give you an example. Endgame. You know, when Peter Parker was holding the gauntlet and he's like, hey, I'm Peter Parker. Hey, Peter Parker, got something for me? Ew!
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. She's arrogant in the wrong type of way. Not like Tony Stark's smarky, very witty comments. She's just like real, you know what I'm saying? Right. Prestigious even. Like, ugh. Yeah. Like she didn't want. Yeah. I did want to see what happened to Phoenix. I did care, you know, a little bit what happened to her, even though the story writers and the directors did a bad job of portraying it. But overall, yes, she's a definitely better character than Captain Marvel. I probably enjoyed myself in that third act more than I did of any of the Captain Marvel movies. So I gotta agree with you. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. This movie's not dog shit. It's not complete shit. It's all right. A little forgettable for an X-Men movie, but you know, like you said, I'm glad it's over. You know, I'm glad it's over, and you know what I'm saying. I'm hate to see some of these actors not portray their characters anymore, especially like Michael Fassbender. I think he's just perfect as Magneto, and you know, and but you know, it's time for something new. It's time to reboot this shit, and you know, we probably won't see another X-Men probably to like, I don't know, 2021, 2022 or some shit, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a few years. Well, who do you see playing Wolverine?
That's a tough one, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
After Hugh Jackman, I mean, shit. Tom Hardy
That's a
would
tough
have
act to
made.
follow.
Tom
Yeah.
Hardy would have made a dope Wolverine, but he already Venom. So, but I guess it don't
Yeah,
really matter.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tom Hardy would have been a perfect Logan Wolverine, but you know, I guess
Mm-hmm.
Sony made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess he got to carry out that contract right now. But
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know who else can really play him right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's somebody out there that can play him, but it's hard to picture that in your head, like Logan. Who can play Logan, Wolverine? I don't know.
Well, I guess kind of like they did back in 2000, you know, because Hugh Jackman at the time was an unknown, so it's probably going to take another unknown.
Yeah. What
Somebody
about
that we don't even know this?
how about Jon Bernthal, like from The Punisher? Like he'll make a dope little Logan, you know. Punisher's over.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, he's got that berserker rage kind of thing, you know,
Yeah.
like when he played Shane on Walking Dead. Yeah, I can kind of see that. But I think, all right, I think they should be bold and make Wolverine like comic book accurate, how he was in the comics, short and stocky. Like I think Wolverine was what 5'3" or something like that.
Yeah.
5'3" or 5'4", and like, you know, because Hugh Jackman's 6'2", so he definitely wasn't comic accurate, man. But I say, hey, yeah, get a short dude, get like a Robin Williams type stature actor.
Oh yeah.
Muscle.
Yeah, with the forearms and shit.
I don't know about that one. I'm just saying, I just thought about Robert Williams because he's short and hairy and shit, and that's how Wolverine is.
Yeah, Mr. Doubtfire is Wolverine, son. Hell yeah.
But you know what? I don't feel bad about my review anymore because at first I was like, oh shit, maybe because what I do is you know, I watch the movie, I shoot my review, and then because I avoid any other videos until I put my shit out there. So once I put my shit out there, then I watched Jeremy John Stuckman. I still haven't watched Jody's video yet, but I've watched a few others, and Stuckman gave it the same grade as I did. So I kind of felt validated. Like, okay, Jeremy Johns gave it a dog shit. Oh, maybe I dropped the ball on this shit like I did Last Jedi. And then when Chris Stuckman gave it a C, I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad anymore.
Oh, no. You just gotta tell them how you feel, man. Like, however you feel about the movie, I say, you know what I'm saying, say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just give my honest opinion about it. It had a lot of problems, but it's not the worst thing I ever seen. I probably am gonna buy it on Blu-ray just so I can have that bookend, you know, thing to my X-Men trilogy, and I probably watch this again over Apocalypse. To be honest with you, I still think Wolverine Origins is worse, but but you know, I don't think it holds a candle to like X2, First Class, and Days of Future Past, which is probably my favorite X-Men movie out of the team up movies.
Oh, Days of Future Past was your favorite?
Yeah, out of the team up, X-Men movies, yeah, Days of Future Past.
Yeah. I mean, personally, like I love Days of Future Past. Personally, I like First Class better just because of the whole Magneto origin thing.
That was dope, yeah.
And how you got payback on Kevin Bacon for killing his moms. Like I got chills when I watched that scene. So I would give First Class probably the slight edge over Days of Future Past.
Yeah. You can't argue with that. Yeah. And I think X2 at the time was the best comic book movie ever made, you know. And and they really felt like a team. They felt like a family, you know what I'm saying? Mentors and people learning and everything like that. This movie just didn't have that team. They just seemed there. They didn't seem like they had anything to do, or they didn't have any arcs. Right. The rest of the X-Men didn't have any arcs. You know, Storm, Nightcrawler, even Scott. They were just there. Quicksilver, they didn't give a fuck about him. They cut him out of the whole movie.
Yeah. All right, well, okay. Well, let's talk about Scott Summers, man. For some reason, these movies cannot get Scott Summers right. Even X2. Like, you watch the cartoons, Scott Summers and Storm are the two leaders of the X-Men. If Scott goes down, Storm takes over. He's like the alpha male of the group. Like, he's the leader besides Professor X. Yeah. And these movies, it's like they just snipped his balls off and made him Jean Grey's lapdog.
Yeah, he's Jean Grey lapdog. He don't have anything to do. He just wears that stupid visor. Like, he don't, like, hopefully you see some stupid lasers. They don't give him the respect that he deserves as Scott Summers. I mean, Scott Summers got way more respect in the Marvel Capcom game, but you know what I'm saying, with his optic blast when it covered the whole screen. That's what we want to see. We want to see him go off. Give him a story arc next time, Marvel. Make sure Scott Summers is respected. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, he real weak in all of these movies. All of them.
Yeah, like I mean, in the first X-Men, they did kind of show him and Wolverine's rivalry, like they really have, but they never really went anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they had the love triangle between Wolverine, him, and Jean.
Yeah.
But then it just fizzled out after that. And I'm like, dude, like there was so much you could have done with that triangle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they just dropped the ball with that, especially in the last stand.
Oh yeah.
Like she just took him out like he wasn't shit, and he was gone, never to be seen until X-Men Origins.
yeah, never seen it again. It was just over. Yep, at least that one was showing the power of Jean Grey with a kind of bad movie, but at least she was like fucking people up. But yeah, they didn't give a fuck about Scott. They're like, oh yeah, you out of here, son. You fucking a fart in the wind. Him and Professor.
Oh, yeah. like a turd in the wind.
Like a turd in the wind.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, damn, son.
Yeah, well, even like I can't see how. I mean, I guess on an entertainment level, Last Stand is the more, I guess, action-packed movie, but with how they used Jean in the Last Stand, where she was nothing more than Magneto's pawn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all she was. Like he controlled her, and I'm like, no, this is Dark Phoenix. Like she's like the most powerful fucking being in the universe, and Magneto can't control her. Nah, Brett.
Yeah, that was real weak storytelling plot. Yeah, just real weak. So they had both these movies had a weakness and kind of strengths, but they haven't quite get it right yet. I don't know. You think we'll see them get this Dark Phoenix story right in our lifetime?
I think so. I think Kevin Feige's good at what he does, man. I think he's gonna redeem not only the X-Men but the Fantastic Four because they deserve the star treatment as well. Like those are the OGs of the Marvel Universe, Fantastic Four, man. I think Kevin Feige's gonna do his thing and redeem those two properties.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Fantastic Four is probably gonna come first before the X-Men. Yeah, because like I said, this movie's not even worse than the last Fantastic Four movie. This one's definitely better than that Fan Four shit. Yeah, that shit was some bullshit. It started off good, then all of a sudden the movie just turned to some complete bullshit. You knew what had happened and shit. It was like you was looking at a bad fucking 90s commercial for macaroni and cheese and shit. It was like, oh boy. This shit got whacked, son.
Bro, I could watch that '94 Fantastic Four movie over that shit. The one that got bootleg and we weren't supposed to see. I can watch that over that Fan 4-stick shit.
Yeah, that shit is boo son.
All right, last thoughts on Dark Phoenix. Well, first of all, this is definitely not really all the way X-Men movie because they took the X-Men out of the title. It's just Dark Phoenix, so that just goes to show right there. This ain't a true X-Men movie.
No, because they ain't in this motherfucker.
It's really just straight up Dark Phoenix. But look, I thought it was a decent time. A good way to wrap up a series. No, it's no Return of the Jedi. It's no Return of the King. It's no.
Let me ask you this quick question. Did this end worse than Game of Thrones?
Hell no. Hell no. Game of Thrones is up there with Dexter. And The Sopranos is the worst ending ever.
Dexter.
Bro, I gotta touch on that, man. I'm watching Game of Thrones. After, when Danny gets killed, I'm like, oh, and then from that, it just said,
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and I'm like, are they joking right now? And you seeing 3 minutes of Tyrion pulling out chairs. You see Brienne Tarth writing in a book and closing that shit before the ink even dries. And I'm like, are they serious right now?
Yeah,
are they serious? They gotta be fucking with me. I feel like I'm on punk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix definitely had the better wrap up than Game of fucking Thrones.
I agree. It was real lackluster. You can tell they shot that in like 2 seconds too. Like, shit, let's go hurry up and shoot some type of ending into all this shit. All right, in the school, this fucking Xavier and fucking Magneto playing chess again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Phoenix in the sky. Credits. Like, ugh. I was like, ugh, really?
Yeah. Definitely not a good way to wrap up a series, man. But enough to where I didn't feel bad spending my money. Shout out to Blacktastic.
Shout out to Blacktastic. Yeah.
Look, this is my first collabo, man, so I feel good about that shit. I'm gonna take a shot for that shit, man. Good job.
Oh hell yeah. Take a good shot. Yeah, son. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching. And thank you so much, Rashad G Reviews, for coming to join me on the collabo. I had a fucking blast sitting here talking about The Dark Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? How we felt about it. Got our spoilers. Got this shit off our chest. Get it off our chest. Yeah. We feel a lot better about it. And make sure you subscribe to Rashad G Reviews. He's got a lot of great content. He'll tell you how you feel straight up. You know what I'm saying? In a natural habitat. In his natural habitat.
Hey, facts.
Like she's a fucking gorilla. I said natural habitat, son. He'll tell you how you feel. You know what I'm saying? In an honest and truthful way. It is natural habitat too, sure. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit me that like button. And if you really like this content, consider subscribing to Q Reviews and Rashad Reviews. And don't just stare at it, eat it.